What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in to the Triple M Boxing Channel, your source for all your boxing needs. And this Saturday is going to be a stacked card, man. We got some heavy hitters this Saturday. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah,
I'm pumped for
Tank
it. Are you
Davis
pumped
is
for that?
finally back after what,
About
a year?
time.
Over a year?
Yeah,
Yeah, way over a year.
yeah. Got incarcerated. Learned a few things as per his
Gloves off.
speech.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. But I'm pumped for this fight card, man. PBC is really throwing a great show here. But let's get this thing popping off, man. Let's go over this fight card quickly. Starting off with
the
Roman
prelims.
Villa. Yeah, the prelims. Roman Villa versus Ricardo Salas. Our boy Kuya Mark Magsayo versus Eduardo Ramirez. That's gonna be
Yeah,
fireworks too.
yeah.
Elijah Garcia versus Kyron Davis.
Three great fights to start the prelims, man.
Buddy,
And I think
stacked.
that'll be a good setup before they start the main card. So we'll actually go over just the main card. Um, Start with Mr. Carlos Adames, the middleweight champ against Terrell Gausha. I think that'll be fireworks. I've seen Carlos Adames fight a few times, and he brings it. He brings the heat, man. We all know. I think he's from Cuba or Dominican, one of those countries. But he's at the top of the middleweight division, and I think this will be another showcase. We want him to see these big names. I want him to fight Janibek, but the thing is
Mm.
that guy's the top rank, so that'll be a good fight to make. Maybe even a Jamel Charlo fight, because we don't know what he's gonna do. Obviously, he fought Canelo last year. We don't know if he's gonna come back to 154, maybe try 160. But I think that'll be a good opener for the night.
Yeah, man. And then the one after that is crazy too. Gary Russell versus Alberto Puello.
Puello, yeah, he's
Puello.
So these two guys are tough, man. Alberto, we gotta say this guy is an actual ex-champion. He was a former champion, and Gary Antuanne Russell is actually moving up in competition. You got to realize this guy has never seen the 12th round or never seen the final bell. 100% KO. So, what do we expect in this fight, man? I'm expecting KO. That's it. And I think I think this fight will set up the next two fights. It'll just get the fans excited, and I think PBC is doing a great job in actually scheduling this. Because assuming I got Gary winning by knockout, but assuming he does win by knockout, that'll just set up a great co-main and main event, or I guess you can say two main events after that.
It's true. Someone's all gotta go. Who's it gonna
Yeah.
be? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone's all gotta go. Now, this fight I'm so pumped for. Extremely excited for this. Our boy, Mr. David Benavidez versus Oleksandr Gvozdyk.
What are your thoughts, man?
Man, first my first thought is, man, good on David for climbing up another weight class and not waiting for the Canelo fight.
I agree.
This fight alone is really gonna test him. Like Gvozdyk, bro, he's a heavy hitter too.
Yep.
Heavy hitter. And then if Benavidez can take him out, bro, he might be
Says
a
a
problem
lot.
for Canelo.
Yeah, I agree. One thing's for sure, man. David Benavidez is so used to he's used to fighting guys smaller than him at 168.
Yeah,
He just did an interview with $1 million worth of games. He said he walks around 200.
big.
David Benavidez is a big guy. No, you saw him. You met him in person. But yeah, when they did the face-off that one time, Gvozdyk looks like the bigger guy. So this is interesting. David Benavidez going up in weight and fighting a bigger guy and a worthy opponent. Although Gvozdyk has been off for a while, his only loss only came from one guy, and that's the guy to beat in this division, and Arthur Beterbiev. So, man, with Gvozdyk's background, with his amateur pedigree, He's from Ukraine, and his pro pedigree, man. I think this is a fight that will test David Benavidez.
Mm.
Now, we don't know what Gvozdyk has left in the tank because of the layoff, but all I know is he possibly will be the bigger guy against David, and how will David handle that?
True. The one thing I'm really excited to see is the fighter Benavidez brings out this Saturday, because the last fight against Demetrius, I remember in this when we were going over that fight, we're like, oh yeah, who knows, man? Benavidez, he's flat-footed, and the fight against Demetrius, was he flat-footed? Little bit. In the post-fight interview, he was like, everyone called me out saying I'm flat-footed. I'm like, damn, was that towards us?
Hey.
But still, I'm excited to see like all the adjustments he's making to climb up to this weight class, because I want to see if he can take those punches from Gvozdyk. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, and to add to that, David, when he fought Demetrius obviously was a slick fighter and he wasn't flat-footed. The thing is, though, David was just moving forward the whole fight. We watched it. Demetrius came from 160. He's a smaller guy. He even said it after the thing. He wasn't even supposed to be at 168, but there's no fight. So David was able to walk him down. Now, Gvozdyk, on the other hand, is another, I'd say, with his amateur pedigree in Ukraine, he's pretty slick, and he has really good skills. And he used to walk people down. So I don't know how it'll start. Will it be David Benavidez just bullying him right away from the start? Or will it be Gvozdyk that's actually just imposing his size? Because he will be the bigger guy. You got to remember, David is the one that's coming up. So it's really interesting, man. I don't know how the fight will play out, to be honest with you. But I do edge David Benavidez a little. I feel like he's going to be able to hurt Gvozdyk. He might get him out of there, or I think he wins either he gets him out of there or he wins a close decision. A close but really, really clear decision on the David Benavidez win.
You think there's going to be a knockout this fight?
I want to see one. That's all I can say. We got to remember, David Benavidez has been knocked down. Gvozdyk has been knocked out. But then again, it's that one loss of Gvozdyk, it's so hard to use it against him because he lost to the guy that knocked everyone out.
It's true.
Does he have the chin, or was it just better BF just being that much powerful, right? I guess this fight will answer that question. If he gets outboxed by David Benavidez, then I think that's it for him. But I think he has the skills to actually make it a close fight. Can he win? It's hard to say because David Benavidez is hungrier. But again, this is boxing. Do I want to see a knockout? Hell yeah, man. Do I want to see David Benavidez get knocked out? I don't know. I don't, man. If it's gonna be for a show, man, I don't mind seeing it.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. In all honesty, I don't know if Benavidez is gonna be able to knock out Gvozdyk. I don't know, right? Because we haven't seen him in this weight class yet. We don't even know if he has that power, right?
True.
At 168, yeah, sure, but man, these guys,
he's so much bigger,
right? So it's gonna be one thing. It's gonna be it'll be very surprising if Benavidez does, but I'm with you with Benavidez winning by either unanimous or a close split. We'll see, right? We'll see.
But see, let me ask you this: if he gets Gvozdyk out of there, what does that say?
Bro, he has the power.
Guys. Yeah, that weight. Either he was drained at 168, or he's not as drained at 175 pounder and actually has that power. But the thing is, if he does get him out of there, it's hard. And he gets the Canelo fight, that's going to be tough for him to move back down again because he's already at that 175 weight class. But, hey, we'll see. If he does knock out Gvozdyk, man, I'll give him all the flowers. Because there'll be only two guys that'll beat Gvozdyk and knock him out. And that's better BF and Benavidez. And that's going to be...
that fight going to be crazy.
Hopefully we'll break that down after... but I want people to win. But yeah, that's besides,
we jumping ahead, but that'd be a good fight though. No lie, that'd be a crazy fight to watch and just witness. I would no lie, I would fly out there to watch that fight. That would be crazy.
I think that fight, like, okay, other topic, but Benavidez, if Benavidez and Beterbiev fights, I think it. I don't think it's gonna go with decision at all. Someone's gonna sleep. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously with Beterbiev, but with both of their styles, someone's gonna go, and I don't know who. Maybe I guess we'll get a better idea after both of their fights.
Right. So we'll see if we'll see. Will Turkey make it happen?
He said he will. That's
That'd
the
be
thing. He
crazy.
said he will.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. He's
They
making
both
shit
gotta
happen,
win, though. They
man.
both gotta win first.
Exactly.
I
One step at
don't
a
want him to
time.
win, but Beterbiev, man. Diva will be tough for it, but we'll worry about that first.
Exactly. Now the main event, man. I'm pumped for this fight too. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. This fight, whew, man. What do you think of this?
What do you think of the flinch first?
Oh my god, bro! He didn't flinch. He jumped. He full on jumped. He started doing aikido out of nowhere, man. That was crazy. You know.
Hey, man, I think that says a lot. Either that's Frank is ready for whatever Tank gives him, or he was just startled. I think watching the press conference and the lead up to this fight, I think obviously Tank has the upper hand. He's been here before.
Yeah.
I think Frank is just taking this in, and obviously he's trying to act like trying to be a little bit of a tough guy, but that doesn't win you the fight. So man, they're gonna get it on June 15th. How do you think this fight will go?
Man, I truly believe Frank might have this in the bag.
Wow.
I think he might have it in the bag, man, right? But like experience-wise against having big fights, yeah, sure, Tank has him on that, right? But with Frank Martin, I think he might take Davis, man, to be honest with you. Just as far as like volume goes, being a little bit more busy, utilizing the jab, right? If Tank doesn't knock him out, I think Frank Martin might take the UD.
Well,
yeah.
Do you think it's just he's gonna be the busier guy, or do you think it's gonna be like outboxing session where what he always does?
I think he's just gonna be the busier guy, man. Because with Tank's style, he doesn't really. He's not as active,
No, not at all.
Just a power puncher. He'll just get you with one good body shot up to the top. Boom, you're out. Right? As long as Martin doesn't get caught,
that's the question.
As long as he's staying busy. Exactly. That's the question. We haven't. Will we see him get caught? Will we catch him lacking?
Yeah. That's a good take. I think I see that happening. But I'm with you. I think in terms of like being active and being it's hard to say better boxer skill wise. I think Tank has the better skills, but Martin has a more active style.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've seen that happen with Broly, where he was a little bit more active against Tank. Ryan, the first few rounds until he got hit, was more active. Barrios was really active until he got hurt. Pitbull, obviously, is always active against Tank. I think I see the same thing. I think Martin will be a little bit more active than Tank. He's going to try to outbox Tank, and Tank, the fighter that he is, he's probably going to download for the first 2 to 3 rounds.
True.
Let Martin do his thing. Martin banks the earlier round. But I think at the end of the day, with the spotlight, the experience that Tank has, I think he'll catch him. I think he'll catch Martin. I don't know when. I'm assuming middle to end of the rounds. Now the question is though, if he catches Martin, will that change the whole fight? We've seen it in boxing a lot, where someone gets hit, it changes the whole fight. Usyk and Fury. Once Fury got hit, it changed the whole fight. If Tank hits Martin, and Martin was winning before he got hit, will that be the momentum for Tank to either get him out of there, or bank more rounds, or Martin is going to respond in a way like he's going to be more aggressive, or actually respond to it to want to win more, right? But I'm leaning towards a Tank KO. I think Tank he'll invest early to the body. I think he'll be more active. this fight, but I also see ring rust for over a year being in jail. I see that that's why I feel like he's gonna download more than 2 to 3 rounds. Probably give him another round or so, maybe till round 5. But once he gets that, I think he's gonna find a way to hurt Martin. I see a body shot happening. Either Martin gets up or not. But at the end of the day, either I'm leaning towards a Tank KO, if not a Tank decision. After 12, they go to the scorecards on a Tank decision.
No, you're right with Martin. With Martin, the biggest problem with him is when he starts getting a little bit more aggressive, he gets caught every time.
He does, yeah.
Every time. Like, he just needs to be disciplined and just not overextend, not be too overly aggressive. Play it safe, man. If that's how you're gonna win the fight, bro, win the fight, take the belt, you're good.
And I expect him to do this at this fight because I'm sure he knows who he's fighting against. But at the end of the day, man, I want to see a good fight. I want to see a knockout.
We all do.
If
Come
Frank
on.
knocks Tank out, man, I'll see that. I want to see that too. But this is a fight. Either it'll be a rude awakening to a lot of people how good Frank Martin is, or it'll be just another tune-up fight for Tank to get to the bigger names. We'll find out Saturday night.
One way to find out, man. Let us know what you guys think of this fight. Do you think Tank's going to take it? Do you think Martin's going to win by points? Do you think Benavidez is going to knock Gvozdyk out? One way to find out, man. Keep commenting, man. I enjoy reading these comments when people try to argue with us. Come on, we'll talk.
It's a good community to have, man. We'll talk boxing all day.
Yeah, 100%, man. So let us know what you guys think. And until next time, we are the opposite of in, which is up